we are back. So last we left off, we had everyone. Now we don't. But she did not die. We managed to infiltrate the city, the lost city of the elves. You decided to not do any bartering with the Spider King, instead choosing deception and force, literally wall of force, to escape his domain without just completely avoiding the situation. How you escape from this city, we'll discover. That's the one route you know out, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe you'll find another way out. I don't know. You did manage to get a relative lay of the land, at least in the nearby vicinity, and you're given 2 points of interest, and specifically because through a successful skill challenge, you managed to find a dilapidated, rundown former shop of some kind, perhaps a bookstore or something of that sort, at least whatever this was thousands and thousands of years ago when the city was inhabited. And inside, you found an aberrant creature with a single baleful eye in its skull that could seemingly go invisible at will, that was coveting the knowledge left behind in this dilapidated ruin. And when discovered, offered to make a pseudo deal with you. You had no idea how it knew what your desires were, but somehow it did. No one decided to ask about that, or whatever. And instead, as you pseudo honored your side of the deal after it told you where you could find one of the dark men, as he referred to them. One of them being on the same level you are, across the chasm, following that long, dry blood trail that you discovered earlier. Or there was whispers of some kind of dragon-kin creatures down below, utilizing some captured individual to do something nefarious. Something that may have piqued the Son of Amu's interest, as there was a description of a green-scaled woman. We'll see how this goes. But currently, after reneging on your deal and making a lot of noise and balefully slaying the creature that gave you its word and its knowledge, told you that it informed the Council of Ten already that you have been trespassing and plundering. We'll see what goes with that. Only to draw the vast numbers of hook horrors that were nesting in this nearby vicinity. Killing a vast number of them, scattering them through the city, turning them away. Hopefully they don't regroup and come again. We'll see how this goes. But right now, everything is beginning to calm down. The smell of blood's in the air, fresh. Some of it yours, most of it the monsters that you have took down. Hooked horrors are no slouch of a creature. What you guys have accomplished is unnerving, to say the least. A pack of they usually hunt in packs of maybe 3 or 4. This is a horde of individuals that you ripped apart.
Did 3 or 4 savage the savages?
Well, 3 or 4 would be a concern to even a small number of the rangers from Silver to Rye. It would be concerning to find that many. And you guys just tore apart 12 easily, and then some. So everything has begun to settle down. What would you like to do?
Have we searched everything that can be searched in this place?
With the creature scattered, Trist, you get the idea that as you're poking around, Trist, some of these other scrolls you might be able to try to bring back. They don't appear to be magical in nature.
Mm-hmm.
However, the creature that you guys destroyed had a satchel that it was putting things in. Rogar annihilated the satchel, and everything inside is destroyed because you guys decided to do that. So there's nothing left. Whatever sacred knowledge he may have gleaned, whatever clues you might have had about the city is forever gone because Rogar decided to turn him into an ice sculpture and shatter him in the streets.
You know, he was laughing. He was laughing at us. You know, he was mocking us. You know, who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
You ice fuck. Who's laughing now?
Not that you're petty or upset about it.
So
at all.
So trust you.
Hey, Zune, don't piss him off. Zune, be good. Zune, and then like between Velree and Rogar, it's like
Velree's over there like licking her claws. A creature that she can actually eat. She's feasting. You know she is, right?
I was trying to kill him before he got word off. You know, I didn't know. He was like, "I'm gonna go tell my bosses," and I was like, "I'm gonna kill you first." You know.
Rogar, I expected this out of those two, but not out of you, as I slammed the satchel back down on the ground.
Damn it! There's not. It's all destroyed already. It's damn it.
I apologize. I was trying to stop him from communicating with these Council of 10.
Velree's licking her claws. Oh, it's been so long. It's just.
Well, I assume you're interested in this green dragon story he was talking about.
I am. I've told you all of Sinsu before. Matches the description of this green-scaled dragonborn. So I'm curious if I can see who this individual is and perhaps ascertain possibly her location.
Well, I mean, since we're already on this side of the bridge, we might as well do that one.
I don't think anything's going to stop us from going to the other side now, thanks to Velree and everyone. So
yeah, it was me, not badass.
Badass, bro.
You're so humble tonight, Velree.
That's badass.
But
you want some of this, Rogar? She like rips off the face of one. She's like,
so violent, kind of hot. But okay. All right, Rogar, fearless leader. Lead us.
Lead us, Rogar. Lead us.
But preferably to the hot ranger. That's on the other side of the bridge.
We're going down a level.
How do you plan on venturing down?
I want to go back and save the ranger.
We have to do this story piece for Rogar.
Damn it, you're right. Can we do it with the ranger?
We'll get him second.
Okay.
He's already survived down here for who knows how long. He'll be fine for another hour.
Do we need to take a short rest, or?
That might be a good idea.
I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not.
If we have the opportunity, probably.
Trist, you don't look too hot, Trist. I'm not gonna lie.
You might be right.
She might be.
Taking a short rest.
Trist is pretty fucked up, so I'm gonna assume you guys want to take.
Let's take a short rest.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take that short rest.
Rogar is going to hack off a little bit of the hook core, possibly alchemical element. I don't know. Rogar's guessing.
Do any of these fall into our list? Do we see anything from that list we were supposed to bring up for that lady, and then the other list that we were supposed to bring up for the other gentleman, the perverted professor?
No, no, you do not. However,
perverts.
Hooked ore elements can be harvested. They are valuable. For
harvest all of it.
Dear God, all of it. Velree's like, yes, harvest it all.
Harvesting.
The hooks are almost kind of like trophies that people will. Oh, look, I killed one. Haha, that kind of thing. Kind of
look
like
how badass I am. Like a shark tooth they wear it on.
Yeah. But also, some of their internal organs and their blood is quite valuable. It can be used in various rites and potions.
How do we?
Potion.
How do we get some? Like, what do I have to roll?
Well, there's blood everywhere. Velree just kind of reaches down and rips out some organs and squeezes them into whatever you guys can collect it in.
Labeled it so we don't have
yes, we are taking a short rest. So everybody, give yourself a short rest. Roll hit dice.
And I'm going to play Song of Rest, so that's 1d10 extra.
Yep, I'm looking at Trist when I specifically said roll your hit dice.
I rolled it. I'm back, baby.
I'm back. You're back. Velree's feeling much better.
Back to 93.
Now she's not topped out, but she's close. She's close.
6.
Long rest is an extra dice roll.
You get an extra D10.
Extra D10.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend hit dice.
All right. So we're heading down?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I thank you all for helping me with this.
You move out over the bodies.
It's nothing, Rogar. I mean, you murdered my whole family. I'm more than happy to meet yours.
Velree looks back. She goes, this is a hell of a drop. As you look over, you're looking at, there's somewhere between 60 to 70 feet of rock in between your level and the next level. And that's how it is up and down. You get the idea that it's somewhere in here, at least mentioned from the creature that you slew, that back in the day, there were some kind of elevator systems in place that could move you between levels. Who knows where one is? You guys could look for one. He did claim that they did not function. So your options here are to somehow scale downwards 60 feet, which will then bring you to the roof of the next structure, which then you have another 200 feet to get down. You would have to climb along the ceiling, or you're going to have to find a way to drop down somehow. The world is your oyster. I don't know what you guys want to do. You tell me how you're going to do it.
Velree, can you ferry us?
Yeah, it could take a little while, but sure.
Unless somebody has a rope.
Do you have any rope? Yeah, that.
Rogar has rope.
Could we maybe
enough rope?
Do you have
Rogar
like
has 100 feet of rope.
Do you have like 300 to 400 feet of rope?
I have 100 feet of rope.
Well, I mean, he could get us down to the first, and then we could dimension door to the rest, and Velree could walk that distance.
I think we should conserve our spell slots.
No, I think we should just blow them all right now.
Rogar does have a helm of teleportation.
Ooh.
It does.
That's right, and it's fixed.
It is fixed.
Rogar does have a helm of teleportation.
The best time to tinker with unknown magical items
Yeah.
is right now.
How far down is it? 200 feet total?
Well, you're looking at 200 feet from the roof to the ground, and then an additional 60. So you're looking at somewhere around
260s.
260, 270-ish, somewhere in there.
Okay. Rogar's going to take a torch and drop it down.
Straight down?
Straight down.
You drop the torch and you kind of toss it off the side. It goes. It keeps falling, and you lose sight of it eventually. It falls so far.
Damn.
You have no idea how deep this chasm is. There's no telling.
Okay. So, teleportation, the spell instantly transport you and 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range or a single object. The destination you choose must be known to you and must be on the same plane of existence as you.
Mm-hmm.
Your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive there successfully. The GM rolls a D100 and consults the tape. Permanent circle. That's not this.
Let me just stop you there. Because of the way magic has been fractured in Emberfell, everything is considered the worst when it comes to teleportation.
The worst?
Yes.
So that would be off target?
That is going to be off target.
Oh, that's bullshit.
You and your group appear in a random distance away from destination. Distance of 1d10 times 1d10 percentile of distance that was traveled.
unless you have a permanent circle to move between, all teleportation is considered off target as you pass through the domain of the key in the gate.
I can try to teleport us.
Yog-Sothoth.
You would rather do that?
Like I said, Rogar, I'm always down for experimental magic.
Let's do it, Rogar. Rogar puts that helmet on. Yeah, Rogar, stop being a bitch. Just put it on.
Shit. All right. Gonna put it on.
Put it on. There's still a chance that you might be okay.
Yeah, nothing goes wrong when you take it out to the
So
this will be Rogar's first spell. So
yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll a D100. I'm going to consider this as a viewed once. So I'm gonna roll a D100. Or you're gonna roll a D100. So 74 to 100, no problem. The rest of them, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so 74 to 100 is bad. Or 74
to 100 is good.
It's good.
So go ahead and roll.
Okay, here we go, guys. Hopefully it's not low.
Can I try to right the ship if it starts going wrong?
My dice are going incredibly slow.
You are a time wizard.
Oh no. Oh, it might be good.
Oh!
No,
the man's a natural.
No need, Trist, as Rogar places the helm on his head.
I've got this.
Yeah, I got this. Velree's like, do I have to touch each other? I mean, what are we supposed to do? We just stand here?
Hold hands.
Yeah, I reach out my hands.
Take my hand.
You all take each other's hands as like a kumbaya circle. All 5 of you link hands. And Rogar focuses. The device, if you remember, this is the device that was constructed by Fine Gilbert, the goat-headed individual from oh so long ago. It's made of strict whirling contraptions and whatnot. Begins to power up.
He got shot in the head.
He did. Mo took him out.
Mo took him out in a single shot.
As the electricity begins to bounce back and forth, time begins to shift and move. Trist, you look around, you feel a familiar feeling as time opens and then collapses on itself as all of you are sucked in towards the center of it. For a split second, you pass through the realm of Yog-Sothoth. His eyes and tendrils flowing everywhere. Looking at all of you, you're like, as you all see as you pass through.
Look at the light!
Trist trying to shield you all from the worst of it. Zune has been in here before and probably doesn't like it either. All of you pass through, and then within a second, you appear down below, on the story below. The helmet's smoking. You are below.
I'll be damned, Rogar, you pulled it off.
Never in doubt.
We don't have to do that. Get back up, do we?
Lazar is patting himself down. Everything appears to be okay, huh?
Yes, indeed it does. Although you all feel like you've been...
Have all our digits.
Make sure everything's there. All of you feel like you may have been caressed by a foul individual as you come to.
That feeling's normal. It goes away.
It goes away.
Let's proceed.
All right.
Rogar, which way is it?
This way.
But begins to walk in a direction. Trist, give me a perception. Well, actually, which one of you is better? Trist or Razire? Perception test.
Mine's a 6.
Imagine perception.
Yeah. Might be pretty good.
Mine's a +4, so I bet it's going to be Trist.
Trist, give me a perception check.
Perception. Natural 20.
26.
Damn.
Natural 20. Dear God. Tristan Farrell, as you guys are moving forward, you do in fact see markings nearby, Trist, that would lead you to believe that somebody passed through here recently in a group. There's drag marks through some of the dust, as if somebody was being dragged. And you think you might be going the right direction, Trist. You pass by several dilapidated buildings. You pass by a open area that is housing a multitude of statues, most of them broken and shattered. Some of them look like regal elves, carved in stone with no skin tone to differentiate who or what they were. But still, some of them holding books open in different poses, some of them completely naked, posed in artistic poses. You then venture a little bit further, and you see a glint of something. It appears to be gold, as there is a domed-shaped, like, side of a building jutting out of the street. Matches the description the creature gave you, as if it was telling some truth, just not all truth. And you think that you have found the temple it was describing.
Well, how should we proceed? Going loud and fast? Usually anytime we try to be quiet, it fails miserably.
Yeah, I think we should do our approach quietly.
I could sneak in. I could sneak in, do my thing.
Perhaps
that's true.
We try to stealth in, and maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe we can leave Razire here. He's loud.
What? Oh, do we need to be quiet, huh?
Well, is there anything anyone can do that would help Razire be a little quieter?
Yeah, how come none of you have a spell that makes him quiet?
It's only allowed for certain classes, and our classes don't get those spells.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's true, though.
Only if you polymorph them.
Running low on high-level slots, I'm sure, at this point.
Yeah. I think we should do our usual technique of trying to be stealthy at first, that failing, and then going to brute force and violence. I think that should be our approach.
Do you want me to crawl up before you guys and tell you what's what?
Of course.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, I'm going to go now.
So assertive tonight, Velree.
26 for her stealth roll.
Jesus Christ.
It's Velree.
Stealthing.
Well, you forget that Velree has a cloak of elven kind that she never describes, but she has it. She pulls the hood up, and as soon as she does, she begins to blend in with the environment. It's hard to keep track of her. Even Trist loses her.
Are we all taking a stealth check?
I'm going to have the rest of you take stealth checks as well moving forward, but she's going to kind of scout out the area before you guys get there.
All right.
So go ahead and roll yours. In the meantime, I will give you the description of what Velree sees. I'm going to have Velree
damn it.
make a perception test. 25. She's rolling hot, baby. She's rolling hot.
Wow.
Rerolling that.
So
I rolled a 19 and a 20. So
there you go. See?
Okay.
Lightning strikes twice sometimes, Razire. Velree begins to creep forward ahead of the rest of his... Jesus Christ.
I re-rolled it. It went from a 2 to a nat 20.
Natural 20. There you go. As Velree moves forward, she begins to hear voices, especially with that amazing perception check. Instead of going towards the doors, as she approaches the doors, she sees that there are the doors are closed, and there appears to be like there's some holes in the walls, nothing big enough to fit through, but enough to see through. And she can see that there's been a large amount of heavy timber stacked against the doors to keep them closed. Instead, She goes up the side of the building towards a rather large hole on the second floor. You would have to, the equivalent of the second floor. It's about a 30-foot climb. For her, this is nothing. She scales up there quietly as she can be, brings herself crawling low into the building. As she goes in, she starts to hear voices speaking to each other, as this is like a domed, empty interior, like a large church, a cathedral. She goes up and she realizes that she's on a second floor of a balcony, seeing long rotten and just turned to dust pews and various other things where individuals would sit here to have some kind of temple. She moves towards the railing and kind of glances over the side, making herself as small and stealthy as possible. Down below, she sees somewhere around. She sees 9 individuals. 7 of them look strange. They look like they're humanoid men, bulky, scaled, but their scales are in patches. Some of them has normal flesh beneath, like almost like normal, like pink flesh, like the equivalent of like human or elven skin underneath. They two of them or three, yeah, 2 of them look a little more stout than the others, holding what appears to be some kind of, what would I call that? Some kind of like spear, I guess. You're not exactly sure what it is. And the rest of them appear to be armored in what looks like light leathers of some kind, and they have swords on their hips. There's another that looks like a drow, wearing a strange-looking cloak with robes underneath it. And then there's another that looks like a green dragonborn. And the 2 of them are speaking, the drow and the dragonborn.
Is this the place? Is this where we make the exchange?
This is the drow. And then you hear the green dragonborn.
Yes. Further in, you will find a chamber. Bring him there. Slit his throat. Break the seal. Get me what I need. And I will deliver. You will make them pay. You will bring them low. My master will make everything right.
Very well. He motions towards the 2 more burly individuals. They move over to the side of the room where there is a man hogtied behind some of the pews. The Velree couldn't see at first. They begin to unceremoniously drag him. He has like a burlap sack over his head. And they walk through a behind where the pulpit would be, and they slip behind some kind of area that's obscured from her current angle and disappear.
Shouldn't take long.
Maybe just a few moments.
Tell me, what exactly is inside?
And she whispers,
everything.
And then she kind of glances around. Velree climbs backwards, sees the rest of you moving towards her. Does Velree have a rope on her person? Velree has 100 feet of rope. She quickly grabs a hold of a piece and then throws down a 50-foot section down to the ground, just using herself as an anchor, holding it, as she is prodigiously strong. She doesn't say anything. Are you guys going to climb up? Mm-hmm. Okay. You move as quickly as you can. The 4 of you climbing up, Velree anchoring it. There's not going to be any test involved. Let me check your stealth rolls. I think everybody did pretty good, but I got to check them. 22 for Razire, 21 for Trist, 14 for Rogar. Shame, Rogar. 29 for Zune, and then Velree had a 26. So Rogar's pretty much the worst one here. Let me roll for our friend here. Oh, massive perception bonus. Okay. What about the rest of you? Nope. Okay. So, as all of you begin to gather towards the top here, the conversation going back and forth. Rogar, as soon as you look down, green-scaled, dragonborn female, you recognize the cowl, the staff that she's holding. She's wearing the identical set of hides that were gifted to her by the children of Amu, your clan. She stops as soon as all of you gather towards the top. She holds a claw up towards the drow, silencing him, and looks back over her shoulder in your direction.
I see we have company. No, it can't be. So, you've finally shown yourself. Come down. Let's have a chat.
Ooh.
Rogar by himself, at least, is going to hop down. I don't know if she noticed anyone else, but Rogar will hop down.
Rogar jumps down. The rest of the individuals down here look surprised as they turn. So the scaled individuals look draconic, but they don't look right, Rogar. They don't look like a normal dragonborn. There's something off about them. Okay. Something strange. The drow man turns back. He looks a little shocked as well because he didn't see anybody.
What is this? Some kind of treachery? Shut your mouth. The adults are talking. Well, Rogar, I see you escaped the fall of your pathetic tribe.
She clutches her hands together.
Rogar, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Rogar's walking towards her. Since it's been too long. Why have you done the things I have heard you? Why have you done so many twisted things along your path in this dynasty?
Why have you been trying to unmake that which I've started?
I simply am trying to figure out what happened to my clan, and you are at the center of it.
Oh.
Continue walking.
You need knowledge. That's all you need. I can give you that. My master gives much. I'll give you much.
As her eyes get slightly bigger, Rogar. Are you still approaching?
Physically in size?
Yes.
Oh shit. Rogar's gonna do what he usually does. And he's going to pull out his sword, and he's going to say, "Face the son of Amu!" And he is going to charge the closest person towards him.
You charge. She opens her mouth. As she does, you look at her. There is an infinite cosmos in her throat. It looks like a starscape opens up and envelops you, Rogar. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. That's not good for me.
I don't think the negotiations are going well.
Technically. Our dice are rolling incredibly slow. It's rolling as we speak.
It is. I see it rolling. as the Starscape passes over Rogar with a 3. That is a... Not only is that a fail, but that's a fail by more than 5, which means this is going to be worse than normal. As Rogar, suddenly you stop and you are engulfed in whatever this is. Suddenly, you guys looking down, you watch as Rogar just turns to stone almost. He just stops moving completely. He just kind of like, his blade falls from his grasp, hits the ground as he's almost enraptured. And as he does, his hands go slack by his side. Her mouth opens and opens and opens and opens and opens until it's as larger than Rogar. It's this twisted, disgusting form opens up. This gaping maw and these dancing cosmos inside of it drifting. As he just begins to walk forward. Slowly but surely. Rogar, you are going to take 68 points of psychic damage.
Woo!
As your mind is being unraveled, quite literally, and you are currently enthralled, walking into her open mouth.
All right. That's good.
Velree says, "Fuck this!" And she's gonna launch herself off of the top of the banister here, initiating combat, and that's what we're going to
still anchoring the rope that we're hanging off of.
You guys everyone's already made it up. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Emberfell, Whispers from the Stars. Unless you guys want to start some combat, which I'd be down for. I'm just throwing it out there.
Probably late.
It's up to you.
Let's come back to combat. Let's leave them hanging.
All right.
Always leave them wanting more.
So
what farther terrible choices could we make?
That's where we're
let's leave them guessing. Yeah.
And we'll see where this goes, guys. Let's do favorite moments of the night. No, let's start with the Son of Amu here.
I mean, finally seeing Sensu in person for the first time was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. But I think my favorite moment though was the waltz, the dance of sorts between Zune and Triss, pushing each other in front of danger.
You're in front.
Tango. An elephant dance. I loved it.
Elephant dance is fantastic. I agree. How about Razire? Favorite moments of the night, Razire?
It's anytime we survive the encounter of a horde is a good night. I was honestly concerned about how many there might be. I got this great visual of just the ground opening up and things with intent to harm spilling forth, and so surviving that, yes, very good. And I kind of also like what the impression that we as a party would have to give a horde for them to then become scared of us and run away.
It's true.
It's good times.
How about Zune? Favorite moments of the night, Zune?
I'm very happy to finally meet Sensu because I've been curious about this plot point since I started watching at the very beginning on YouTube. So I'm like, finally we get to see her again because we keep hearing about her being places and that. And then also, of course, I appreciated that my turn was after Triss so that I could get him back in front of me.
Every time.
So, right before the enemies.
right before the attack. It was great. How about Tristan Varel? Favorite moments of the night, Trist?
Yeah, the clutch heals from Zune, and then in return, putting me in front to block the attacks, and then turn around and heal me back up again. And then also, the Sensu stuff. I didn't expect us to be fighting Sensu, so that's interesting. I don't know what's going on with her mouth and this cosmos of stuff. That's pretty cool. A little frightening.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what you guys have stepped in next week. All right, so if I had a favorite moment of the night, it was certainly where I had literally placed like forgotten lore in that guy's pack, and you guys destroyed it. You just shat all over it. I'm gonna just delete it from my files or something at this point. It's gone forever. You just destroyed it. God damn it! You destroy all my things. But you know, it makes for good content. What can I say? But yeah.
Can I change my favorite moment of the night to Anthony having a mental breakdown?
Damn it. So yeah. Hopefully, you know, everyone out there, you enjoyed the session. Sad that Velree had to bail on us at the last bit, but she'll be back next week. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully everybody here had a good time. I know I did. And of course, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out Velree on the TikToks. I've got a link in the description, as well as to the lovable Dan Decker and all of his various social media endeavors. Link down below. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a good day.